Welcome to RapScope, the channel where we uncover the real sounds of hip-hop. Don't forget to subscribe and be the first to discover our videos every day.
Tupac Shakur, the final 7 days that changed hip-hop forever. In September 1996, hip-hop was at war with itself. East Coast versus West Coast, labels against labels, artists against artists. At the center of it all stood one man, Tupac Amaru Shakur, a poet, a revolutionary, a troublemaker, and one of the most powerful voices music had ever known. No one knew that Tupac had entered the final week of his life. 7 days, 7 moments, 7 irreversible steps toward history. This is the story of Tupac Shakur's final 7 days. By 1996, Tupac was not just a rapper. He was a symbol. He had survived being shot before. He had survived prison. He had survived betrayal. His albums were selling millions. His words spoke to the streets, the prisons, and the forgotten. But Tupac was also exhausted. Constant beef, constant pressure, constant paranoia, and despite his success, danger followed him everywhere. Tupac arrived in Las Vegas that weekend to support his friend Mike Tyson. Tyson was fighting Bruce Seldon at the MGM Grand. Tupac was in a good mood, laughing, joking, signing autographs. Security footage later showed him smiling wide. Nothing about that day suggested death was coming. After Tyson knocked out Seldon in seconds, Tupac and his crew moved through the hotel lobby. That's when Tupac noticed a man he believed had been involved in an earlier robbery of a death row associate. Emotions exploded. Security cameras captured Tupac running forward. Punches were thrown, kicks followed. It lasted less than a minute, but that moment would echo forever. Later that night, Tupac rode in the passenger seat of a black BMW. Suge Knight was driving. They headed toward a club. Music played loud, windows were down, Vegas lights flashed around them. Then, a white Cadillac pulled up. Gunshots erupted. Bullets tore through metal and flesh. Tupac screamed. He was hit 4 times. 1 bullet pierced his lung. The car sped away into the night. Tupac arrived at the hospital barely alive. Doctors fought to save him. His lung collapsed, his chest filled with blood. Emergency surgery began immediately. Machines now controlled his breathing. The man who once shouted into microphones now struggled to breathe at all. News spread globally. Radio stations interrupted programming. TV screens flashed breaking news. Tupac Shakur has been shot. Fans prayed, rappers waited. Some believed Tupac would survive. Again, after all, he always had. Doctors made a difficult choice. They placed Tupac into a medically induced coma. His body needed rest. His lungs needed healing. But infection had begun to spread. Time was no longer on his side. Hospital rooms grew quieter. Family members arrived. Friends whispered instead of laughed. Outside, fans gathered with candles. Inside, machines beeped steadily. Tupac did not wake up. Doctors delivered devastating news. Multiple organs were failing. There was no meaningful brain activity, no chance of recovery. That night, Tupac's family faced the hardest decision any family can face. Life support would be removed. At 4:03 p.m., Tupac Amaru Shakur was pronounced dead. He was 25 years old, 7 days after being shot, 7 days that reshaped music forever. No arrests, no convictions. The case remains officially unsolved. Rumors spread for decades. Some believed Tupac survived. Some believed silence protected the truth. But facts remain facts. Tupac died in Las Vegas, and hip-hop lost its most fearless voice. After his death, Tupac released more music than many artists do in a lifetime. His words reached new generations. His face became iconic. His message lived on, about pain, about struggle, about survival. Tupac once said, "I'm not saying I'm gonna change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world." In his final 7 days, Tupac did exactly that, and the world is still burning with his fire.